What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today, continuing my 2021 year-end top 10s as we look at my number 4 cruiserweight in the world right now at 200 pounds, the reigning and undefeated WBO champion Lawrence Okolie of the United Kingdom. You know, Okolie was supposed to get the showdown with Glowacki in 2020. It didn't happen. He had to stay busy instead, as I think Glowacki got COVID towards the end of the year. So they had to reschedule, and in March, the mandatory title shot was locked in for Glowacki and Okolie. And a lot of people, myself included, had it as a very even matchup. Just because Glowacki, was a former 2-time champion, and Okolie had never been in a ring with anybody on Glowacki's level. So, they wanted to see if Okolie could prove himself, and prove himself he did. He went out there and he dominated Krzysztof Glowacki, just picked him apart, outboxed him, and in the 6th round landed a money right hand that put Glowacki down and out, as he would win by TKO in the 6th round and capture his first world title, defeating a former 2-time champ. So a big win right there for Okolie, the biggest of his career. And then he wanted a unification bout with Maris Bradis. They seemed to talk for a second, and then it was off the table. And then Okolie pushed for the just ended up making a mandatory defense of his belt against Dejan Prasovic, who was an undefeated fighter, hadn't beaten anybody, but really outside of Glowacki, Okolie's resume was very similar. Hadn't beaten very many, really anybody of significance. And Okolie went out there and destroyed Prasovic, stopping him in only 3 rounds as he retained his belt. So now he's rolling into 2022, and he's already got a big fight signed. So before we talk about that, he wasn't ranked coming into this. So he's all the way up at number 4 now. I take it back on Noel Gavor. Lawrence Okolie is the youngest cruiserweight in the top 10 right now at 29 years old. So he's very much coming into his prime, and he's ready to go right here. He's a star on the rise. Overall, he's 17-0 with 14 knockouts, so he's got a good amount of power, and he can box as well. He's tall, lengthy, got that awkward style. And February 27th, on DAZN, he may be seen the toughest test of his career when he defends his title against former world title challenger Mikhail Cieslak. Cieslak is a tough customer. This guy's only lost 1 fight in his career, and it was to the WBC champion Ilunga Makabu in January of 2020 by a razor-thin unanimous decision in Makabu's home country, out in Africa right there. And it was a fight that was thrown together last minute. So Cieslak can really, this guy can really bang. He's a good fighter. So Okolie, in my opinion, is going to be facing the toughest test of his career in Mikhail Cieslak on February 27th. But Okolie's plan is sound. He wants to unify belts at cruiserweight. He has an idea of moving to heavyweight at some point, but he wants to unify belts. He wanted Maris Bradis. Maris Bradis doesn't seem interested. So Okolie is fighting Cieslak, and the rumor is that Arsen Goulamirian, the WBA super champion, is taking on, I think the guy's name is Alexei Igorgov, on the undercard. And the winners of those bouts, if Okolie wins, he wants Arsen Goulamirian, or the Igorgov, if he pulls off the upset, he wants the winner of that to unify belts later in the year. So Okolie is taking a step in the right direction to try to put himself at the top of the division. And if Maris Bradis keeps passing, he's going to get passed up for the top spot at cruiserweight. If he's staying here, he's got to continue to prove himself and fight the best. Okolie's coming out and wants to fight the best, and he's taking on a very tough customer in Mikhail Cieslak, and I'm really looking forward to that fight. So my prediction, I'm going with Okolie by a clean, unanimous decision, but Cieslak can bang. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls off the upset. And with Okolie's sneaky power, I wouldn't be surprised if he can score a stoppage win either. So we'll see what happens February 27th on DAZN. And that's what I got on my number 4 cruiserweight in the world right now at 200 pounds, the undefeated WBO champion, Lawrence Okolie. I hope you guys enjoyed this. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.